Want to say something?
Not yet.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Now, on this episode, we are going on a short trip to Stockholm on a massive ship called the Viking Line. This thing's absolutely massive. We may or may not have got a little bit lost going to our room, and to my surprise, of course, there was a sauna. But you know, we are in Finland. So after the direction of the boss, we found our room, and this room was surprisingly massive. Now, I've stayed in some hotels, and you know, the rooms were less value in terms of this. Now, this trip, I believe, was only 3 days, so we were sleeping in this room for 2 nights, and yeah, it definitely suited our needs. I was super stoked. There was a window, and all we could see was a wall. But yeah. So after we checked out our room, we went up and we had dinner. Now, I didn't film it because the restaurant was super packed, but it was awesome food, finished Christmas food in fact. Then we went up to the bar. So once we landed in Stockholm, it was pretty quick going. We headed over to Old Town. They had some Christmas markets on. Now, I didn't get much footage of this because I'd done a video on the Christmas markets here in Helsinki, and they were virtually the same, just with some Swedish foods and such. Now, I did find these little guys, they just seemed to pop up absolutely everywhere. It wasn't too bad though, because I believed I found my spirit animal. What's up, little guy? Also found all these lines sitting around, so of course I had to sit on it. So yeah, a lot of this video I'm just going to shoot through and show you guys some pictures that we took, because we were there to experience the place for ourselves, not only do this video. So a lot of the time we were walking around and just enjoying the scenery. Now, we only had 5 hours to go around Stockholm, so of course we wanted to see the main attractions. My partner picked out a place for us to go to lunch. I believe it was called the Hairy Pig, I think it was, and it was a tapas place, and that stuff was great. One of the main things we wanted to see was a changeover for the guards of the Imperial Palace here. So yeah, you know, the guys were out there doing some drills, and it was really good to see. Now, once we were done, we had decided that we were going to go for a walk inside the palace, and we were able to go and view the apartments that to this day they're still in use, for whether, you know, they have people sleeping in them or staying, or they change rooms into meeting rooms. Now, this place was so cool, such detail and absolutely everything, and just some awesome history. And one of the things I found pretty cool was they had these dioramas of what the palace looks like from the outside. Now, this is what it currently looks like today, so you know, pretty amazing in itself. Yeah, just really nice architecture, and yeah, but this is what it used to look like before the palace was taken over by a fire, and sadly most of it was destroyed. So you know, it would have been awesome to see, but sadly it's no longer. Yeah, we continued to walk around, a lot of beautiful pictures, a couple of the rooms and furniture. Now this paint in here is still giving me nightmares. Little guy. This bedroom, massive bed. Geez, I wish I could have it at home. Now they did have a lot of their garments and uniforms on display, which was pretty cool to see. So yeah, we got some great photos in there, and one of me trying to jump over the rope. Now, one of the places we wanted to go see was the treasury that was under the palace, but for obvious reasons we couldn't go and film down there, so sadly there's no footage of that. But if you're ever in Sweden, go and check it out. There I was, pretty angry at that, but I thought she was coming up for a kiss. Then yeah, we ended our day with some pictures around Stockholm, and yeah, all in all, it was such a beautiful trip, and I didn't bother recording the return home because it was the exact same going, except obviously in reverse. And with the power of film, we returned to Helsinki. Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. Now I hope you enjoyed that short bit of footage of us going to Stockholm. It was such an awesome trip, and yeah, I'm looking forward to going back. But now I'm going to share something with you that's very special to me. I'm going to make you some rum balls. Now these rum balls are traditionally made during Christmas time in Australia. It's not something that's common over here in Finland, so I really wanted to make them so all my Finnish viewers can watch it and hopefully make it. Now these rum balls are super simple to make. There's no baking, so anybody can do it. It's just some dry ingredients and some wet ingredients, and roll them into a ball. In the first film, I showed all the ingredients perfect in their packaging, and now they're all out and spread across the bench. So you are just going to have to follow the link below, which is the link for the recipe, and there's going to be a description of all the different ingredients you guys can find. So let's get to it. Now you're gonna have to bear with me. The lighting in this apartment isn't that great, especially around the kitchen area, so you're just going to have to put up with it. Sorry. Now for all you people out there wondering, yes, I have washed my hands. So first things first, we're going to crush up 250 grams of unsweetened biscuits. Now you can use a food processor like I'm using, or if you don't have a food processor, you can just chuck them into a plastic bag and crush them up with a rolling pin, for example. Consistency doesn't have to be fine like sand. And then once we have our crumbs, we then tip them into a bowl, which is where we're going to be mixing our ingredients. After that, we grab a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, chuck that into the bowl as well. 1 cup of shredded coconut, measured perfectly, of course. Next, we add 395 grams of sweetened condensed milk. Now I need to stress that this recipe I'm now making will not contain any rum. However, if you want to add rum, just add 1 to 2 tablespoons into the mixture. It won't overpower the dish, it just adds taste. Now we've added all the ingredients into a bowl. We're going to mix them all together, and we're going to grab the rest of our coconut and we're going to put it onto a spare plate, and we're going to roll the ingredients into balls and then coat them in the coconut. It's as simple as that. This was actually pretty hard. I mean, Mom, I love eating these rum balls you make every year, but I never thought about how hard it was to mix all these ingredients together, then stand there for what took me about an hour to roll like 100 of these rum balls. Also, while you're rolling these balls, start off with just slightly wet hands to help you be able to roll the mixture into a ball. Maybe no larger than a golf ball, a little bit smaller, so each ball is around bite size. Now this mixture, I believe, will make around 50 to 60 rum balls. The mixtures are perfect. I had ample ingredients for everything, including the leftover coconut to roll and cover all these balls with. Now these balls will keep in the fridge up to a week to week and a half, sorry. And if you don't plan to eat them that quick, you can also just chuck them in the freezer. I think they last up to 3 months. Not gonna lie, I got pretty good at rolling these with one hand, but bam, power and magic, and here we are, already done.
Now there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Rum Ball recipe, and I hope you guys have a chance to make them yourselves, and tell me what you think in the comments below. Until next time, I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful Christmas. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.